Said, yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Talk with Southpaw Slick. And today's video is going to be something I want to talk about. And that's going to be Pookies and Pookeishas, right? In particular, the appeal that they have to men and women, right? And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because of a chick I follow on Facebook. I don't follow her on Instagram, even though I'm going to link her Instagram profile in the description. I did like some of her pics though. And that's this chick named Bluii Cripette. Yes, we're going to get into that. But another reason is because this weekend, I finally decided to look at Sexy Red's catalog. And I'm like, there has to be something besides her ratchetness that appeals to everyone so much. Women in particular, because Pound Town, mostly women like that song. Now, so not too many dudes like Pound Town, right? I'm saying the song is trash, right? But she also has appeal to guys, just like Glorilla, right? That there's some songs, or most of her songs, that men can rock with, right? That they gravitate towards. So I'm like, there has to be something, or some songs that are good. I'm saying there has to be, or something that's at least a vibe, even if it's not lyrically impressive, which I don't expect that from her. There has to be a song that rocks, right? So I'm going through her catalog, and I listened to Ski Yee because that's her second biggest song, right? Next to Pound Town. And to be honest with you, it's not horrible. It's nothing I would put on my playlist, but it's not horrible. Like, I could actually kind of listen to it. Now, after I watched that video, I looked at the other ones that popped up on the suggestions. And that was Hellcat SRT, which isn't horrible. It's okay. Her version of It Ain't My Fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault. Like I said, she did a version of that. It's not too bad. The one I like the most is Female Gucci Man. And when I listen to that song, I'm like, now it makes sense why dudes like her music, or at least some of it, because it definitely reminded me of that chicken talk era Gucci Man. You know, like, I'm like, yeah, this shit I can get down with. I like this shit. You know, I actually found a song I liked. I actually like fucking Female Gucci Mane. Right? I'm like, okay, so there's the appeal right there. And after I heard that song, I'm like, that's who she kind of reminds me of, or us of, is the old Gucci Mane, which is my favorite Gucci Mane. I don't like, post marriage Gucci Mane as much. And as a person, yes. Musically, no. But the final video I watched, there's two versions of it. I watched both of them. And it's a song with her and Sukihana. The first version of the video is an actual video. And it came out a few months ago. And it's on a golf course, kind of like them turning up a golf course, right? But the second version of the video came out like 3 weeks ago. And it's them rapping that song in front of a Popeyes. I'm like, it doesn't get no more ratchet than that. Now, the thing is, the song is very vulgar, just like Pound Town, but it's a little bit better than Pound Town, right? But the thing is, I couldn't stop laughing at both versions of the video. I think they make a great duo. I'll say more so than the City Girls. They're just as ratchet. One is just as ratchet as the other. And I'm like, damn, like this is crazy. It's actually funny. I actually can see them doing skits, like on some Dave Chappelle shit. And I probably would tune in and watch it because I found them genuinely entertaining. But at the same time, I'm like, this is bad, like as far as the females in particular, the females and grown women, because it's both, that look up to them. You know, like they really want to be ratchet like that. But going back to Bluii Cripette, because this video's turning into a damn sexy red, analysis. You know what I mean? Like, no, I didn't want this video to be that. Even though she's definitely a Pookeisha, 100%. And so was Sukihana. But talking about this Bluii Cripette chick, I'm seeing guys, her male followers, talking about how sexy she is, and they like her gold teeth. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'll follow her for a reason. I think Bluii Cripette is somewhat attractive. I think she has a cute face. She definitely has a body type I like, because I like a variety, right? But she definitely has the body type I gravitate towards the most, and she's like on the BBW side. But there's certain red flags. Ironically enough, she got so many red flags. You thought she was switching sets. Like I'm saying, she's a Crip, right? And I'll put that in quotation because I'm thinking about when I was in school, like middle, high school, and girls that were repping Blood and Crip. Most of them were fucked in. They didn't get jumped. They didn't, shoot the 30. They didn't do none of that. They ain't putting no work, none of that. They got fucked in or they got blessed in. And that's usually because they had a boyfriend that was affiliated, a family member, like a brother, or uncle, their father possibly. So they got blessed in like that. So I'm saying, but usually women who like rep a gang or a set, they're like the gang jump off. That's it. They're just a pass around. And that's the vibe I get with her. She don't look like somebody like, like Young M.A. Like Young M.A. repping Blood, even though she says she's not, even though she reps that shit hard as fuck. She comes across as somebody that got down legit, the legit way, you know what I mean? But yeah, she's Crip affiliated, quote unquote. She has gold teeth. And some dudes are saying that's sexy. I'm like, you guys can't be serious. You really can't. Gold teeth are not sexy. At least not to me. I'm saying when I look at gold teeth, I think stinky breath, jacked up teeth. Surprisingly, she doesn't have jacked up teeth. But she wears her gold teeth more often than not. But she does have pictures without them. And I'm like, no. She's Crip, quote unquote, gold teeth, a whole bunch of tattoos, crazy color weaves, like a box of Fruit Loops, like red, blue, pink, green, yellow, not blonde, yellow. And I'm like, what? Why? You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I find her attractive sexually, meaning I would probably bend her ass over, and that's about it. There's no way I would cuff a chick like that. And yes, you hear songs like, I got a down ass chick and I need a gangster bitch. Oh, she's my trap queen, but trap queen is a little bit different. I'm gonna break that down in a second. Or like speaking of trap queen, like to branch off of that, like with Young Dolph on 100 Shots. I'll pay your bills by designer, but I don't love her. She just play a part when it's time to smuggle. Or Derez Sean on Ambitions. He's like, I got a bitch in the hood that's on welfare section there. How she let me leave the bills there? That's why I'm saying usually a woman like that, they just use them for a purpose. Of course, have sex with them on occasion, and that's it. These are not women that you cuff. Now, when I was saying Pookies and Pookeishas with men, when it comes to Pookeishas, like your Glorillas, your City Girls, your Sukihanas, your Sexy Reds, your Bluii Cripette, I'm saying any of them, these are not women you wife up. These are women you only have sex with, use for a certain purpose, and that's it. You might keep them around for a little bit, but these are not women that you're going to marry. You know what I mean? And yes, there's a difference between a straight up ratchet Pookeisha and an around the way girl, right? For example, when I was talking about Pookies and Pookeishas having appeal to the different sexes, right? Now with a Pookie, most women apparently will take a Pookie serious, like long term. Actually, I said wife him up. Actually, hubby him up, you know, like Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. Now that's a guy that definitely has street ties, right? But you could say Nicki Minaj. I don't look at her as a Pookeisha. I look at her as an around the way girl. The same thing with Lil Durk and India Royale, or Lil Baby and Jada Chivas. Those women I don't look at as Pookeishas. They're around the way girls, meaning like with a King Von. I took it to the O. You could take it to the O, but you could take it to mom's house too. A Pookeisha, you strictly take to the bed or the O. That's about it. That's not somebody you introduce to your parents. That's what I'm saying. But a Pookie, a woman will try to make that work. I'm saying like long term. A Pookie has more sex appeal and romantic appeal than a Pookeisha, because once again they exude masculine traits, and that's one thing that turns me off about these ratchet ass women, is that they want to be like niggas. I'm saying getting gold teeth, trying to be gang banging, getting a whole bunch of tattoos, and I don't mind tattoos, but not tatted up. Try and get tatted up, you're trying to emulate the men you're attracted to. But I'll say, but that doesn't work in your favor in the long run. That's what I'm saying. That shit is not cute. I'm saying having a gold grill is not cute. It might be cute on a dude for women, but it ain't cute for us for on them. You know what I mean? Like, no, like apparently with some guys, but they just telling her that shit. I'm saying, of course you're gonna gas a chick head up if you're trying to hit. Of course I'll tell you look cute with them gold teeth if I want to bend that ass over. That's all I said, of course. Yeah, you look good, girl. That's what I'm saying. That's it. I said she definitely has sex appeal, but she doesn't have romantic appeal at all. At all. Like I'm saying, but the opposite is different, you know? But like I was saying, but going back to Sexy Red, like I said, dudes like her music. Glorilla, dudes like her music. They might find her sexually attractive. Of course, they might hit, but they're not going to wife these women. These are not women you cuff. These are not women you cuff. But the thing is, on Facebook, the other day, Bluii Cripette shared a photo of, it was like a drawing of a man cuddling with a woman. And she's like talking about how she misses that or whatnot. And I'm thinking to myself, like, nah, man. Like, and of course, she has the whole nine. Like I'm saying, a baby mom and everything, man. Probably her baby dad is locked up or dead or whatnot, or just not there, just like the rest of them, like Sukihana and Sexy Red and the City Girls. Not JT. JT doesn't have kids, right? Young Miami does, definitely. She has two, and both of her baby dads are Pookies, right? That's what I'm saying. Nah, and I said, as far as Young Miami, I know some people will say, well, P. Diddy cuffed her. P. Diddy ain't cuff her. He didn't even want to claim her. See, the thing is, P. Diddy and Young Miami are using each other. P. Diddy is using Young Miami to have new generation appeal and to use her as his beard. Even though I'm sure he's tapping that too, but he's tapping everything else. Like I said before, P. Diddy is, if anything, what with a hole was a person. That's P. Diddy. So he'll mess with Young Miami, but he'll have a dude on the side and a tranny on the side. That's P. Diddy. Young Miami, on the other hand, she looks at P. Diddy as a lick. He's a come up, he's a bag. That's it. She's getting to the bag. She knows what she's doing. He knows what he's doing. They're using each other. That's not a relationship. Right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I actually want to talk about this a little bit more. There's some things I didn't get to that I wanted to get to, but break's about to be over. Southpaw Slick, I'm out.